So the new 1.1 update for Wuthering Waves came out, and I'm already seeing a lot of really good QOL updates. Number one, of course, is the dice. So the tuners can actually go from blue to purple, purple to gold at 5 per upgrade. That's really good. We are finally able to get rid of the blue and purple tuners that we never needed. And also, another thing to note is that you can now make Echo EXP. And the way you make it is by getting these things on Mount Firmament, like the ice crystals. You can see them laid across the whole mountain, right? And now you're able to actually make these craftable materials like Echo EXP that we were so limited on. How much we can make, I'm not too sure. Like, when does it reset? I guess it has to follow the refresh time as well, 2 days and 4 hours. Another really important thing to note is that you can now see combat roles. Now, if you look at these combat roles and click the dots there, it can actually tell you that these characters do a certain and specific role in a team. So like Calcharo, for example, is just a main damage dealer and a resonance liberation damage. So that's how you can actually use uh, this combat role to actually build your characters. It tells you that he's resonance liberation damage. That's what you should focus on in your echo rolls. There are these things as well. They are not as important as the main points because these give you like a clear direction of where you should go. Higher resonance skill damage, so you're supposed to build that, right? And then let's go to Yinling. She has a lot of combat rolls here. Quick concerto energy, higher resonance skill damage, Excel coordinated attacks. This is telling you to basically swap, cancel, swap out, doing intros and outros. Electro damage amp, really important information. Resonance liberation damage amplification. So you can see that she's a buffer for electro and resonance liberation damage. Now the Havoc Rover only has one role. It's a main damage dealer. So you can tell just from that you know it's more of a selfish DPS. Of course, Verina's the best support and healer. Coordinated attacks, you just swap out intro, outro real fast. Damage amplification, because she increases attack percent. And then you see Jinhsi's rolls here. Heavy attack damage, again, you build heavy attack damage. Traction pulls targets in. Basically, this is like a grouping mechanic. Liberation damage amp. So she also increases liberation damage for other characters. And Tanjing is havoc damage amplification. I'm pretty sure everyone knows this by now. So again, you can see all these. It's very nice that they've added this. I think it's a really good QOL change. There are also some other information that you can find while playing through the game, like the daily quests can actually have more variables now. If you haven't noticed, you can actually spend 180 wave plates for 20, which wasn't there at first. Open one loot for 20. Again, this might be only useful when you're exploring a new map, but nonetheless, it's good for dailies. Defeat 15 enemies, I think it was already there. So yeah, you get a few more daily quests. It helps you go towards the 100, right? That's really nice. Another thing I've noticed is that they actually introduced ascension materials for Jinhsi into the event in Tales from Mount Firmament. As you can see, there are 15 here, and there are another 15 here. So you get 30 of these. You don't have to purchase them from the pharmacy. You get 30 of these. You have access for sure. So 30 here, and you can get some from exploring just in this main story quest when you're going down the path after separating with Changli. You can also find some at Long's Rest here. So you teleport to this waypoint, you run around in this area, and you get probably about 20 of them. So you'll definitely have enough to ascend your Jinhsi. And I think that's really nice because at least they didn't time gate us on how many flowers we can get a day, and will not be basically blocked from ascending our favorite characters. Because as you can see, I still have enough to go to the next level. I'm 30 in excess even after that. So the only issue is whether you have enough wave plates to farm the other materials. aside from that, I think it's really nice that Wuthering Waves is introducing so many good new QOLs that makes the game a lot more beginner friendly, a lot less time taxing, and also these are really good additions to the game. It's a good start. There are obviously a lot more things that can be improved, but the game is looking a lot better in 1.1 than it was in 1.0. Story wise, they improved a lot. I would say the 1.1 story was amazing. It sets out the lore completely. It's very nice. Finally got some closure on some questions from 1.0 because it wasn't explained well. And I think, Kuro Games is heading in the right direction. This is definitely a game to play, very nice to continue looking forward to. And I hope there are more events like these, because the exploration events and all that, they are really nice. It allows you to explore the map for rewards. And yeah, that's about it.